Hello, everybody. I'm back. More Graz World of Sports gaming with Action PC Hockey in the 2007-2008 NHL regular season. Before I made it through the end of November, most teams have like 25 or so games, between 23 and 27, it looks like, played. So they've got about 60 left. We're going to finish the regular season here. And, let me just adjust this a little bit here. Hopefully. I guess that'll be good. So, yeah. Coming into where we're at, the leaders of the divisions are the Philadelphia Flyers with 32 points. Toronto Maple Leafs with 36 points. Florida Panthers, I think. And the Washington Capitals with 29 points. Blackhawks and the Red Wings, identical records in 32 points. Vancouver, I'm guessing Canucks, I have no idea, with 33 points. And then the Mighty Ducks with 38 points. So let's get some games going. Ovechkin is the man so far with 21 goals and 37 overall points. Although the Red Wings do have Pavel Datsyuk and Heinrich Zetterberg. So, good year for the Red Wings again here. All right, so December. We're just going to play through December. We'll go through the 8th, do a week at a time, I guess. That way, something to talk about. Let's see. Okay. Obviously rooting for the Red Wings here. It's hard not to root for the Mighty Ducks. Really, anybody but the Avalanche, the Flyers, or the Islanders or the Rangers. That's just for you, buddy. You know who you are. It's not like you like the New Jersey Devils or anything. If you did, then I'd root for them, but I can't root for New York teams. Except for maybe the Mets. Ovechkin looks like he's got some company up there with Daniel Alfredsson and Jason Spezza. So maybe going to be a run for the point lead this year. All right, the Red Wings are in second. Okay, let's go through the 15th. Excuse me. Ottawa's fighting with the Blackhawks there for the Northeast. I guess they got some good girls in the bars and the clubs and the stands there, eh? Or are they girls? The champagne there tastes like cherry cola. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then maybe we can't be friends. Anyway, Pavel Datsyuk, man, that dude could skate. He was a stud. All right, through the 15th, Red Wings are back. Ottawa's doing good. Let's see. Colorado's, I guess, around. And the two New York teams are just terrible. So, yes. No Hartford Whalers anymore, though, right? Wonder where they went. Who'd they become? Anybody want to tell me? All right, let's go Datsuk and Zetterberg. Let's beat Ovechkin for those numbers. Not that I have anything against Alex Ovechkin. He's an all-timer. But, hey, I'm a Michigan fan. Michigan teams. It's cut off over here, but Anaheim's the first team to 50 points. You know, if you've got it set so there's no ties, then take the ties out of there so it's not cut off at the end. Anyway. All right. I'm going to finish December here, and then we'll go look at some numbers. Listen, man, Atlanta's terrible. You know, with some of these names, I'll do my best. Daniel Carcillo for Phoenix has 20 fights. That's funny. All right, so December has been played. Let's go look at updated standings. Philadelphia is still in the lead in the Atlantic with 52 points over the Devils and the Penguins at 44. Islanders and the Rangers are, well, the Islanders are kind of holding on with 40 points, so not bad there. Ottawa with 52 points, Montreal with 51, and Buffalo with 50. This is a tough division right here. Fourth place is, man, 47. That's impressive. Toronto. The Southeast, Florida, Tampa Bay, and Washington are all tied with 42. That's something. And Atlanta's just bringing up the rear for the whole NHL. The Red Wings are leading the Blackhawks by 2 points, 53 to 51. Love it. Calgary is in a war of attrition with Vancouver and Colorado and Minnesota, really. Poor Edmonton. And then the Mighty Ducks have 52 points, and the Dallas Stars have 50. Is Jamie Benn on this team yet? When did he come around? Nope, not yet. Okay. And then San Jose is right there with them at 47 points. Leading the NHL in points for skaters is Alex Ovechkin with 54, Spezza with 53, Datsuk and Alfredson with 52. And Ovechkin is running away with the goals, 35, and in second place is 24. So, yeah. Ozzy in fourth place for goals against allowed. Let's do it. All right. Detroit is tied for the highest power ranking, but has no All-Stars. Funny. January. Go to the 12th. Still obviously rooting for the same teams. As long as Ovechkin doesn't get hurt like Lemieux did in the last season that I finished. I don't know. We'll see who hits 37 goals. So I guess we like to do this here. Instead of points, let's do goals that we can keep an eye on. I always go to, this guy, Erik Karlsson. He looks like he eats souls. I hope he doesn't come after me for that. Okay, so goals. Single season. Ovechkin with 37 already. Okay, he needs 47 to make it into the ranking here. So we will see where he stands. He's got 38 now. Okay, let's see. What do we miss? The Red Wings are the only team with 60 points at the moment. Love it. Love it. How's Ottawa doing? They're doing. Anaheim and Ottawa are still doing it. So is Philadelphia. Dallas joins the Red Wings at 60 points. I like that. So does Ottawa. Okay. Moving on up to the 19th. Sorry. I'm old, I know. Ovechkin with his 40th goal. Okay. I'm not seeing this as a record setter. I guess not every year needs a record setter, right? Although, hey, John Sebastian from Anaheim has 6 shutouts. I wonder what the record is for that. Maybe we should go look at that too, huh? Let's do that while this is playing. I guess we'll just have to goalies, shutouts, single season. Oh, 22. Okay. It's from 1928. Wow, look at all this. Martin Brodeur, though, in 2006-07, which isn't the year I'm doing, but it's close, had 12. So I guess we'll see. And Sebastian has 7. So he's moving up. Okay. I guess we'll just go to the 31st because I think that's the All-Star break. Ovechkin with 40 goals. Datsuk with 43 saves. Daniel Carcillo now has 26 fights and 259 penalty minutes, which he's almost got a 100-minute lead on that. Boy, that guy's just out. He's like Bob Probert. He's just out there to fight. Didn't get all dressed up for nothing. Boy, I'm full of the pop culture today, ain't I? Red Wings are looking really solid all of a sudden. Oh, Ottawa's the first team to 70 points. Okay, take that. I like Ottawa. I don't know why. Excuse me. Ovechkin with 43 goals, getting closer to the top 250. Sorry, 45 now. I think he's got, let's see, Washington, 45, 30 games. Yeah, I think he's got an easy 60 in him. All right, so January is in the books. Let's take a look here. Philadelphia still leading the Atlantic with 67 points. Pittsburgh is in second with 62. Hey, look at that. The Islanders and the Rangers came up to tie the Devils from New Jersey. They all have 52. Okay. Ottawa with 72 points leads Montreal by 5. Buffalo by 13. Toronto by 14. And then Boston's at the bottom with 52, which would look good in a few of these other divisions. In the Southeast, Florida's leading with 59. Carolina has 54, Tampa Bay with 53, and Washington with 52. So hopefully Ovechkin's not going to be MVP for a team that might not make the playoffs. And then Portland is on the bottom with 37. Still the only team without 40 points in the entire NHL. The Ducks are tied with Dallas at 70 each. San Jose has 61. Phoenix has 44. And the Kings with 43 from LA. Calgary is leading now, 66 points over Vancouver with 64. Colorado with 59. Edmonton with 56. And Minnesota with 55. Tough division. And the Red Wings have 69 points. The Blackhawks, 63. Nashville, 62. St. Louis, 45. And Columbus, second worst team in the NHL, with 41. Ovechkin with 68 points for skaters. Spezza with 67. Datsuk with 64. And Ovechkin with 45 goals. Okay. Oh, and Jean Sebastien, I don't know, has 7 shutouts. So let's go to the 9th on February. Yeah. Like I said, I think Ovechkin's got 60 goals in him easy. With like 25 to 30 games left. The way he's scoring. And probably 100 points. We'll see. Top 5 are all over 60s. Or are all in the 60s for points. That's good. Ovechkin up to 46 for goals. Nobody to 80 points for teams yet. Montreal has caught and passed Ottawa for the moment. Ovechkin, the hat trick. Now he has 49 goals. The Red Wings win a banger against Toronto, 8-7. But Ovechkin, was it the 8th? Yeah, Ovechkin has had a hat trick there, 3 goals. So he's up to 49. Okay, while this plays, let's go see where that puts him on the list. We're on shutouts at the moment, but that's okay. He is 49. So he is tied for 211th. Okay. Eventually we'll see where he actually finished that for this season. He's at 50 now. So at least he's crossed that barrier. $52. Look out. And the Red Wings are the first team to 80 points for a team. Let's go see where 52 puts Ovechkin. We're also looking for him to see what he did in this season for real. 52 ties him for 115th, and we still haven't found him for that season. I mean, he's everywhere on this. But Leon Draisaitl, I don't know how to say that guy's name, had 52 in the real life season, the season that just ended in this 24-25. So, but all right, Ovechkin is the name of the guy we're following, I guess. With his 52 goals, we'll look at assists at the end as well. Ooh, Ozzy with a 34 save shutout. We'll take those. Detroit's kind of pulling away from Nashville. Montreal, the first team to 40 wins. A.O. Ovechkin to 54 goals. Detroit with a 6-3 victory. Datsuk, 3 goals. Love it. Okay, so Ovechkin's up to 54, which puts him tied for 82nd all time. He's moving up the list. He's in the top 100 now. And we're almost to the end of February. And they're still going to have about 25 games left. 20 to 25. So he's looking great. Jean-Sebastien from Anaheim has forgotten how to get a shutout. So he's been on 7 for a long, long time. Man, it would be. I mean, it would. You know, it would be fun. Would be to get all these seasons and then see, like, play the Gretzky and then play the Ovechkin years and just see who ends up with more goals. You know. Oh, excuse me. All right. So February's in the books. Ovechkin is at 54 still, with 82 points. Philadelphia and Pittsburgh are tied for the Atlantic with 80 points each. New Jersey's in shouting distance with 75, but the Islanders are in last place with 57. Montreal and Ottawa are tied with 90. Starting to really shape up here. Buffalo might still have a chance with 79. Let's see. Florida has 78, but Washington has started to make some noise here. The Red Wings, with the highest point total for team with 91, are 13 ahead of Nashville. This division's probably this conference or division is over. Calgary is ahead of Vancouver and Colorado and Minnesota, but it's still a tight division. And the Mighty Ducks have a 5-point lead over Dallas. I love it. Okay, let's just for S&G, let's see on assists. We see where Ovechkin is. Let's look at assists. We've got 3 guys at 52. Not even close. So it's all about Ovechkin and the goals. Let's actually get it back on that, since that's what's going to matter. Goals, and he's got 54. Okay. Let's go play March. The Capitals just scored 5 goals, and none of them were Ovechkin. That's like yeah. Is he hurt? He hasn't gotten a point in a couple of games. I wonder. I hope he's not. That really derailed Lemieux's run. No, he's not hurt. He played. He's at 55 goals now. Let's go, big guy. Oh, and look at this. Mika Kiprusoff from Calgary and Tomas Vokoun from Florida have came up to tie Jean-Sebastien for shutouts with 7 each. Ovechkin's up to 56 goals. We're waiting to see where he lands compared to what he did in real life. He's at 57th overall, tied. So he's moving right up. I still feel he can get to 60. Yep, he's at 58 now. So 60 is almost a foregone conclusion at this point for a guy with his talents. I don't know, though. He's still 11 points away from 100. So I don't know if he'll make that. I guess we'll see. Oof. Zetterberg with 2 goals and a 5-4 win for Red Wings over Dallas. $59 goals for Ovechkin. And the Red Wings are the first team to 100 points for a team. Okay. Let's see. Washington, 34 and 28 is... They have about 10 games left, and Ovechkin's at 59. He's tied for 44th. This is 2007, 2008, correct? That's what I said? Yes. So in real life, Ovechkin had 65 this year. But he's tied for 44th at 59. So, and he's got 10 games left. About, I think. Daniel Carcillo has over, and Adam Burish, and Chris Neil all have more than 30 fights. Or 30 or more. Wow. Patrick Kane with 61 assists. Ovechkin with 61 goals. So he did it. I like that. It's up to 64. Is he going to beat his real life total of 65 and get to 100? Let's see. 98. Especially if they make the playoffs, he's got to be MVP if they make the playoffs. The Red Wings have 50 wins. Wow. Okay, so Ovechkin's at 64 for goals. Let's go see. That puts him tied for 26th and one behind his regular season total. Let's finish off March. I don't know how many games there are in April. We'll see. Ovechkin with 2 goals. He beats his regular season total. He has 66, and he hit 100 points. And Tomas Vokoun from Florida got the 8th shutout for goalies. So, alrighty. Loving it. Loving it. Oh, Montreal has 50 wins. Okay. Ovechkin, 67 goals and 102 points. So he's... Oh, Martin Byron has 8 shutouts for Philadelphia. Okay, I don't know how many games there are in April. Let's go look at Ovechkin for a second. 67 goals, ties him. Nope, all by himself in 22nd place. All by himself. Okay, let's see how many games there are in April. I think there's a few. We go to April 6th, so let's do that, and then we'll go look at everything. Here we go. I think, well, there's really only one division that's still up for grabs. It's between Ottawa and Montreal. I don't mind. I mean, Montreal's kind of won enough, but hey, what are you gonna do, right? Ovechkin with 69 goals. Hey, Jason Spezza from Ottawa with 100 points. Daniel Alfredson from Ottawa with 100 points. I like it. I like it. Can Ovechkin Does he play? No. Okay. So Ovechkin finishes with 69 goals. '69 ties him for 15th best all time. 69. Wow, what a great year. Now his 105 for points. Does that do anything? Not really. Tied for 212th. Wow. Okay. The Penguins win the Atlantic over the Flyers. Yes, yes. Good job, Pittsburgh. 103 points to 99. New Jersey with 90. The Rangers with 85. And the Islanders with 72. Let me see. What does that make them? The third worst team in the NHL. Interesting. Ottawa with 111 points outlasts Montreal with 109. Buffalo with 98 and Toronto with 93. Boston at the end, pulling up the end there with 79. Florida with 100 points to win the Southeast here. 92 for Washington, so I think they made the playoffs. We'll see, though. Because let's see. 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7. So if they did, they'd be the 8th seed. How many teams make the playoffs this year? Let's go down. Well, 2007, 2008. Evgeny Malkin. I did that wrong. Sorry. NHL is what we want. We want the playoffs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so 8 teams make the playoffs. So that means the Capitals made it. They're the 8th seed. So if he's the MVP according to the numbers, then he earned it. Over here, the Red Wings win their division handily by 15 points over Chicago, and they are the number 1 seed overall. Nashville 97. Calgary with 104, Vancouver with 96. Let's see the top 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the playoff teams in this side are San Jose, Dallas, Vancouver, Nashville, Chicago, and then Anaheim, Calgary, and Detroit. And in the other conference, the playoff teams are Washington, Toronto, Buffalo, Philadelphia, so New Jersey didn't make it, Montreal, and then Florida, Ottawa, and Pittsburgh. Okay, let's go look at some leaders and decide our MVP. That's not what we want to look at first. Skaters, goals, obviously Ovechkin with 69, but Ilya Kovalchuk with 50, and Evgeny Malkin had 47. That's pretty good. Snapshot is his points. Malkin had 86. So assists was Patrick Kane with 66. All right. Power play goals was Kovalchuk with 20. Power play assists was Nylander and Savard with 28. Shorthanded goals was Axelson and Nolan with 5. And shorthanded assists were Metropolit and Madden with 4. Shots on goal, Ovechkin with 489. That surprises no one. Okay, goalies. Goals against average was Osgood with 2.02. And the backup, Hasek, with 2.53 was 18th. So we'll take that. And there's Jean-Sébastien Giguère, 2.14. Wow. Johnson with the longest save streak from Washington. With 53. Shutouts was those two guys with 8 that we already talked about. Kiprasov had 46 wins to lead. And DiPietro for the Islanders with 33 losses. And Lundqvist for the Rangers. So New York's doing good. Penalties. Fights. Burish beat Carcillo and Neal. 35 for Burish. The only one that even got close to Carcillo for penalty minutes. Miscellaneous. Let's see. Hat tricks. Alfredsson and Higgins with 3 each. Point streak was Heatley with 12 games. Assist streak was Cleary from Detroit with 4. And the goal streak was Alfredsson from Ottawa with 4. Okay, Corsi, whatever, was Holmstrom. 62.3. So Holmstrom wins that, and then he wins the Fenwick, whatever that is. Ovechkin had the most star points. Highest plus minus was Daniel Alfredsson from Ottawa with 50. Okay, and then the MVP race. Ovechkin definitely way ahead of everybody. Wins the MVP. And Tomas Vokoun from Florida is the goalie MVP. So I like that because they both made the playoffs. I like it when that works out. Osgood finished 20th. Wow. Look at this, though. Number 4 and number 5 are Zetterberg and Datsuk for Detroit. I like that. All right, well, that's the 2007 to 2008 regular season for the NHL. Playoffs will be in a future video. The only reason I don't do the playoffs with the regular seasons like this is it would take forever because I think these are 7-game series. Yeah, these are 7-game series, and there's all of these. So that's its own video. It would make this video way too long. But if it's like a baseball season where there's only the World Series, or an earlier NHL season where it's just like two or 3 series, then I'll do it. Anyway, coming up next will be the 2013 MLB. I don't think I've started that, so that will be just the regular season in the first video. All right. Hope you've enjoyed this. I've been Graz. This is Action PC Hockey and Graz World of Sports Gaming.